Why did you become a DK, son?
Because... Wait, why are you calling me son?
My dear boy, I am your father.
No! That's impossible!
No, for real, bro. You came out of me.
But Ner'zhul,
He was an orc, bro.
he said Mom was a good bang.
Honey, no! You said you would never! You said paladins are better than DKs!
All aboard! Wait, wrong class. Or maybe not, because whether Ozzy was a Warlock fan or a DK fan, he was heavy metal, and no spec is more heavy metal than Unholy Death Knight. Become the Prince of Darkness and... the second Prince of Darkness with Unholy Death Knight. Raise the army of the dead and march on your enemies with the power of death. Bring all your groupies, from your raised dead girlfriend to the monstrosity when you start rocking out. To the gargoyle, baby. Yeah! Unholy Death Knight is a big badass, plate-wearing, two-handed weapon-tearing, cold death-bearing, disease-flaring badass melee DPS. Too slow and heavy? Grip them close and make them suffer. This is all just a gathering of bones and feeble dark magics. The lights will dispatch such abominations faster than they can nerf Red's Paladin yet again in Dragonflight.
This entire
Spec.
must be purged.
Unholy assault, all the believers and faith proclaimers, bring down the apocalypse. Raise the warriors and mages, every fallen soldier is a recruit in your arsenal, and show Mr. Bolvar his feeble attempts that all will serve in the end. Isn't that right, Bolvar, baby? Whatever you do, don't lose that crown. But maybe you don't like to have many pets on which you make bets if they'd be assets, but end up in sweats and regrets. Be like everyone's favorite beer and spread your virulent plagues and even fevers. The death and decay this will create is enough for you to get all the loots and top the meters, baby, cause what else matters? And if the fools try to run away, that's because they forgot you are the harbinger of doom. Death coil for you, and hey, if there are more infected than a depressing Walking Dead episode, do like the beer again and spread the epidemic again and again and again until they wear masks. What? Unholy Death Knight is a methodical melee DPS spec that focuses on prepping wounds on its enemies and using them as fuel for his army of ghouls and all manner of undead, as well as bursting said wounds for massive AoE damage. It's all about the setup, baby, so Scourge strike your enemies down with the power of the zits. What? Yeah, once their wounds fester, burst their swords and all the damage spread to everyone and everything. Enjoy your dinner, nerds! Raise the army of the damned, then march unstoppable to glory, because in the end, all will serve the Unholy Death Knight. The OG DK, the dude on the cover of Wrath Classic, Actual Wrath, Warcraft 3, The Frozen Throne, the Frost DK has been one of the most beloved specs of the Death Knight for years because people awkwardly love the genocidal maniac for being the best written character in the game. But enough about the lord that died in an avalanche of cold death. Frost Decay, a fast-paced melee spec that can use dual-wielding rune blades to plow through their enemies, freezing the blood in their veins, chaining them with ice, or swap to a big boy two-handed weapon and obliterate the fools with big juicy killing machine crits, baby. Woohoo! If you ever thought it would be cool to be Arthas and swing your blade and instantly loot stuff, then this is your jam. Or get your peanut butter in a double one-handed fashion. Blast your enemies with your howl like a dead maniac and breathe your freshly minted mouth with the power of Syndragosa. Build your runic power by using your rune resources and activate the coolest ability that DK has, an actual dragon's breath. The better you are at freezing shit to death, the more damage this does. And it's a frost breath. Hello dragons, don't mind me, I'ma just use the Frostwhelp's aid to create a remorseless winter. Yeah, kinda like Bolvar, but not really like Bolvar, cause come on man, you lost your hat bro. Be the immovable death that marches on like a gathering storm. Unstoppable, streaked with chill. There's nothing more final than the coldness of death. And nothing more F you buddy than shooting a motherfucking frostworm at everyone in front of you for oh so much more damage. Spec into frost and become the might of the frozen wastes, cleaving through enemies left and right, enacting proper obliteration. Your hits will be so big that Bolvar will call you for lessons. Hey man, can you teach me how to not lose my hat in the future please? K, thanks, bye. Pick up and empower your rune weapon. Advance in cold-blooded rage. Rage. The rage of the frozen champion will be your strength, and with glacial advance you will
Sound the horn of winter and show everyone that you too can be Arthas.
on a budget. Frost Decay, what Bolvar failed to become. Have you ever wanted to know what it means to not give a flying Vulpera? To not give a Vulpera's ass? To not... Vulpera sucks. Hey man, that doesn't even make sense. Blood Decay, the one true tank that simply doesn't care. Learn what it means to be your dad when he went out for milk 25 years ago. What? You want to slow me? Death's Advance laughs in the face of non-mobility fools that have to lol, freedom, lol, dispel slows. How can you slow a DK? You can't, cause that's why your dad never came back. Don't cry, don't be stunned by what I said, because Icebound Fortitude not only reduces the damage of my words and action, but also makes you immune to stuns. Because in reality, you shouldn't give a fuck. But these guys are shooting magic bolts at me, and that will... Anti-magic shell makes you immune to magic effects and absorbs magic damage. But they are running away and... Chains of Ice! But I still cannot reach... That's Grip. But there's more than one... enemy. Gore's Fiends grasp you, pussy. But now they're hitting me hard and Bone Shields. Take that damage like a man and stop whining. But they still hurt and mom said Dancing Rune Weapon gives you more parry. Parry the attacks, parry more, no more damage on you. Stop crying. But I'm hurt now. Death Strike. Heal all the damage you took. You don't need no sorry butt healer. Be a badass, use the power of blood and bones, and suck the life out of your enemies. He said suck. Blood Decay is the true badass tank. Don't care about what your enemies want, don't care about what they do, strike first, make everything go your way.
Blast the sky!
And that's why you should main a Death Knight in Dragonflight. Raise the dead and infest your enemies with virulent plagues. Freeze them in solid ice and obliterate their faces. Or simply don't care, cause you are a badass and nothing the enemy ever does will ever matter cause you can tank everything. Decay, why we miss Arthas and not Bolvar.
Fuck you, Bolvar! You lost your hat, bro!
How can you slow death? You can't, cause that's why your dad never came back. That was so dark, Jesus. Don't cry, don't be stunned by what a Jesus Christ, that was so dark. How can you slow a DK? You can't, cause that's why your dad never came back. Holy fuck. Yo.
I've been loving it then, I still love it now. Still, I play WoW. Still, I play WoW. Getting better every day, let me show you how. Cause still, I play WoW. Still, I play WoW. It's getting harder to stay, but at the end of the day, it's a guilty pleasure, so just log in and play. Whether it's classic or retail, I'ma do a /bow. Still, I play WoW.